is taller, and coming in Jackson at his lightest ever, 10 stone, 12 3/4 pounds. He has been as high as 11, 9.5. Bingham in great condition and bang on the limit at 11 stone. Bingham has only had 19 fights in 9 years. There have been 1 or 2 long absences. Jackson, just the 16 fights so far. And look at that, 3.3 average per fight. That tells you something about his power, though he's in at a higher league here. 81% knockout percentage for Jackson, 47 for Bingham, who has a great left hook.
Ladies and gentlemen, live and exclusive on Europe's premier sports channel, Sky Sports, and ringside on the road from Bowlers in Manchester, it's Big Fight Time, where tonight's main event, promoted by Frank Warren for Sports Network in association with Phoenix Camp, is a contest of 12 3-minute rounds to decide the vacant light middleweight championship of Great Britain. Between introducing the boxers, firstly in the red corner, wearing the solid black trunks and coming from Battersea in London, he weighed in at 10 stone 12 3/4 pounds. He's had 16 professional contests, 15 of those wins, 13 by way of KO with 1 loss. Would you please welcome to Manchester, Gilbert Hurricane Jackson. And across the ring, ladies and gentlemen, in the blue corner, wearing the burgundy trunks and coming from Manchester, he weighed in at exactly 11 stone. He has had 19 professional contests, 13 wins, 9 wins by way of KO with 6 losses. He's a former British title contender. Ladies and gentlemen, Ensley Bingham. The officials, ladies and gentlemen, appointed for this contest, the steward in charge this evening is Mr. John Hall, the timekeeper, Mr. Frank Capewell from Sheffield, and the referee, who will now give his instructions to both boxers, Mr. Paul Thomas from Derby.
Well, recently we saw Steve Foster have the greatest night of his career in front of his home fans. Can Bingham do it as well?
Remember to defend yourself at all times unless you hear me shout stop boxing. Best of luck to both of you.
Referee is Paul Thomas from Derby. We've had some notable fights for British Championships in recent months. And this, they reckon, could be an early contender for domestic fight of the year. We'll see. What's fascinating about this is that any ending is possible at any time. Jackson in the black trunks, the red of Ensley Bingham, for the title vacated by Robert McCracken. Previous title holders include Maurice Hope, Harold Graham and Chris Pyatt, who's now the Commonwealth champion at this weight.
Yes, you have got 2 good fighters here, both of them can punch, so really anything can happen in this type of fight.
Watch especially for Ensley Bingham's honey punch, the left hook. But he can be vulnerable himself, Bingham. His chin has let him down a couple of times. Having said that, Jackson was wobbled by Paul Wesley last time out. He's had a 9-month break since then.
And Bingham, he's starting quite coolly, just looking for his jab, not taking any unnecessary chances. He normally is a very cool fighter, and he'll do well to do that, and then just look for the point later in the fight when he can unload the big left hook.
Yes, he says the first time he fought for the title against Wally Swift, his emotions ran away with him. He says he was fighting for the memory of his mother, who recently died. And he said he didn't fight a smart fight and left himself open and was taken out in the 4th round by Swift. He says he'll be much cooler tonight, and we're seeing that already. Good right hand getting in from Bingham. He says he's more relaxed and confident than he's ever been now, and believes this is his time, though he's had to wait a long time for it.
And you would expect Jackson to be the stronger man because he's campaigned in the heavier division. You see, he just shook his hand there as Bingham landed that big left hook for the first time.
Jackson's had the benefit of some good class sparring in America with the likes of James Page and Irish Pat Lawler, who holds a victory over Roberto Duran. Big prize at stake for both of them.
And this is quite a busy start for Jackson. He's using the jab more. He's scoring more at this point. But I think he's got to do that. He's got to keep Bingham off balance.
It's been an impressive start from Jackson. He does look nice and loose and sharp with the jab. Bingham made to miss a couple of times. Right uppercut as well from Gilbert Jackson. Young and hungry Jackson, and I think he took that opening round. Welcome back to Bowlers, not very far from Manchester United football ground. More big sport tonight with the British Light Middleweight Championship at 11 stone on the line. This is Ensley Bingham, the old campaigner looking for the late payoff in his career. Jackson, the young man on the way up. Well, not so young, I guess, at 25. But a 7-year advantage, if it is an advantage. It may be Bingham's experience that counts more in the long run. We'll see. It was a sharp start, though, by Gilbert Jackson in that opening round.
Yes, he was the busier. He did more work. But it was a cool start from Bingham. He's like that at times. At times he doesn't do a lot, but then every now and again he can unload that pitch perfect left hook, which he did against Mark McCree.
Good sharp jabs from Jackson, who, by the way, has never been beyond 6 rounds.
And I think Jackson just hurt Bingham there with that left hook. The legs just seem to wobble slightly from Bingham. There has been a few question marks about Bingham's chin.
Now Bingham, though, starting to open up himself with that trademark left hook of his. That's his answer. There's no doubt that Jackson did shake him up a bit early in the round. Both of these two fellas have got some power. Good variety from Jackson as well. Jabs to the head, then the right to the body, and another left, which seemed to just shake Bingham again.
Yes, that looks to be the danger punch from Jackson. It's staggered Bingham momentarily twice with that left hook.
And this Gilbert Jackson, we haven't seen an awful lot of him, but he looks a pretty handy fighter to me. You can see that his power is just troubling Bingham a little bit. He's blinking as some of these cut home. And Bingham's starting to open up himself, though. And remember, he has concussive power, and that one, I think, just hurt Jackson a bit. He looked a bit unsteady on his legs. What a second round we've got going here.
Yes, they really are starting to let the bombs fly in this round. Neither one looking too much for defense. They're both in close and both looking for the powerful left hooks.
I think they both have the capacity here to hurt each other. All the makings here of a very good fight indeed. Bingham is starting to let the leather fly after his circumspect beginning.
Listen, Bingham certainly ending the round the better. I think he just hurt Jackson, and Jackson just quietened his work rate down a little bit. He was obviously the more thoughtful, looking for defense there.
That was only a slip by Bingham. Slipped to the centre ring almost inexplicably. There's a break coming up any moment. I advise you to make it the tea or whatever you're getting to drink then. Don't do it during the fight. Anything could happen any time here. Billy Graham doing the talking in the corner to Ensley Bingham, who so often has been in the corner himself, helping other fighters from the camp. It's a great second round, though.
A tremendous second round. Jackson got the best of the work early on, but then this is where we see Bingham coming towards the end of the round. He started to open up some good work with the left hook. Jackson got the better of it in the early rounds. You see the left hook just staggered Bingham momentarily there.
Round 3, Bingham in the red trunks, the black of Gilbert Jackson, who's rocked back by that left hand, and then a right trouble here at the start of round 3, and Bingham knows he's got him going here, and it's early in the round 2. Terrible problems for Jackson, who's all over the place. Referee Paul Thomas having a very close look at Jackson. Bingham there was on the very brink of lifting the British title. Jackson holds on, buys a bit of time, but he's in trouble.
He is. He's done very well to get through that little stage of the fight where Bingham looked very, very dangerous.
Left hook from Bingham, who we were told looked very good in sparring. Again the left hook, and again he's caught. I don't think Jackson's going to get through this round. His gloves have gone down, he looks disorganised in defence, he's all over the place. Bingham's getting through and he's a heavy hitter. Oh, he's got to stop it there, he must stop it there. Jackson went back, his eyes were in orbit, his gloves went down, and that was exactly right from Paul Thomas. That was alarming, and Ensley Bingham at the age of 32, and after so many fluctuating fortunes in his career, is the British light middleweight champion, and it sets off enormous celebrations among his fans here in Manchester. The man they call Bingo has hit the jackpot.
Yes, he did that very well indeed. We sensed in the last round he was finishing the stronger. His was the more damaging left hook. And this round he took it up right from there, and really he kept on his man all the time. It was good, solid, steady work rate that finished the fight. Jackson looked as if he may get through it, but then Bingham just went back at it, kept the pressure on, and it was a perfectly timed stoppage. I think he couldn't have let that go on because he was in bad trouble, Jackson, but he was managing to stay on his feet.
I thought the stoppage was absolutely impeccable from Paul Thomas, because it really looked worrying for a moment. Bingham landed with another left hook and he just stepped backwards and didn't seem to know where he was for a moment, and you worried for him, Jackson, and Thomas stepped in to stop any further punches being landed. Exactly right.
And that was the beginning of it. That solid left jab which sent him back on his heels. His balance was bad right from there, and then really Bingham just keeps the pressure on. He doesn't go, you see his experience there. It's just a nice steady pressure. At times Jackson looks like he's going to get through, but then he's on unsteady legs again. The one thing Jackson doesn't do here is he shows an experience that he doesn't grab.
And these are moments that Ensley Bingham has worked 9 years to achieve. You see, he's all over the place here, Jackson. There was no way back, really, because he was in trouble from very early in the round.
It was a constant stream of pressure. He just kept it going on. And the referee give him the chances there. He knocks him back. You see the unsteady legs there. Paul Thomas has seen enough. A well-timed stoppage.
And it's over in round 3. Ensley Bingham scores the 14th win of his career, and by far the biggest.
You see, just toppling back there with his chin in the air. One more left hook could have caused a lot of damage. Well-timed stoppage.
Bingham is the champion. Wonderful scenes for him.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 1 minute and 9 seconds of the third round, the referee has stopped the contest. Gilbert Jackson in no position to continue. The winner and new light middleweight champion of Great Britain, Ensley Bingham.
And that's a victory that could open up a pot of gold for Ensley Bingham, and one he richly deserved. He's given so much entertainment. His wife June is here, and he's got 3 children as well. They'll be celebrating it in the morning. Chantal, 15, Wesley, who's 13, Reese, who's 4, the family man, and he's going to earn big. Look at that.